This is the ramp warm-up. So to start the ramp warm-up, you're going to come down onto one knee. You're going to push your hips forwards, feel a stretch down the front of the thigh here. You're going to hold that stretch for 30 seconds. Just make sure your hips continue to tilt up so you're not feeling any pressure on your lower back. 30 seconds one side. I'm going to swap, push hips forwards and rock them up. 30 seconds on the other side. So then you return to the first side and bringing your arms up and over. Make sure you keep your hips pushed forwards. You try and stretch both arms down towards your back foot for an extra stretch all the way down your left hand side. Then come back, repeat on the other side. Come over, turning, try and get both hands to touch your foot behind you. So repeat that a further once on either side. Stretch and back, stretch and back. Okay, then you're coming down into a hip bridge. If you find the hip bridge difficult, we're going to have both feet on the floor. You're going to push up high into a bridge, squeezing your butt. Make sure you're not puffing your tummy out, and back down. So 10 reps, push and back down. You find this very comfortable, take one leg up and you're going to push up with just a single leg. Again, make sure your belly doesn't puff out and you push hard through the heel and feel your bum. So you've got 10 on one side and then 10 on the other. Okay, following that, come down into a push-up position, body nice and straight, hands over your shoulders. Bring your right leg as far forwards and out as you can. Then back to the start position, left out to the side, back to the start, right out to the side, back to the start, and you're going to do 5 on each side. Following that, you're going to bring your right up and put your left knee down on the floor in that stretch position. Make sure your hips are low to the floor. Take your inside hand, we're going to come around as far as you can and back down to the start. We're going to do 5 rotations on each side. So foot up, make sure your other leg is slid back, hips are low, inside hand comes up and round. Cool. Okay, following that, we're going to do a squat to stand. So toes turned out slightly. You're going to place your hands underneath your feet. Make sure your back is nice and flat and your bum up is as high as possible, so not a rounded back. From there, you're going to come down into a squat, push your knees out wide with your arms inside of your knees. Chest as high as you can. Come back up and then back down. So you're going to do 5 of these in total. Up and then back down. Cool. Okay, following that, we have a side lunge. So from standing, you're going to come down to one side, touch the floor, make sure this leg stays straight and push. Again, we've got 5 on one side and then 5 to the other side. Okay, cool. Once you finish those, going to bring your feet out quite wide, toes turned out, come down into lower squat position you can. Going to sway from one side to the other. Try and keep your chest upright while you do this. One side, then the other. You've got 5 on either side to do, and then come back up. Okay, then you're going to go for a nice light jog on the spot, between 30 seconds to a minute. Start to move the body, start to get the heart rate elevated. From there, we're going to come into a nice high knee march. So make sure you stay nice and upright in your back, bringing your opposite arm up. Keep the knee as high as you can as you do this. Again, 30 seconds to a minute. Following that, with soft knees, you're going to do some sideways running, or sideways shuffle. Keep your feet flat on the floor. Try not to be too much on your toes. Hips low, knees soft, So you shuffle from one side to the other. And the last thing we're going to do is a jumping jack. Bring your hands up high, feet out wide, and if you have the coordination, bring one foot in front of the other and alternate. You've got 30 seconds to a minute of that. And that's your ramp warm-up.